Alright, everyone. I'm just gonna go ahead and start it. Today we got Azmi and we got QueenSnopea. They're here to do a banjo race. I've had a long day and my brain is just so done with work. I'm so glad to have tomorrow off. How are both of you doing?
I've
Good.
had a much shorter day. I've been awake for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, so
Alright, the good old
getting
set the alarm, roll out of bed, grab your tea and crackers,
hmm
and
And I go to
start the
bed right
race.
after this race.
I did the one where you wake up, you like stretch, you're like, okay, I'm getting up now. And then you find a really comfortable position after stretching and wake up in a panic like 10 minutes later.
That's why I wake up 5 minutes before I leave my house.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
no.
I'm the same way as Snopey. Like for I usually set my like when I work at 6:30, I set my alarm for 6. And so I wake up at 6 and then I wake up and I go, "Oh, whatever, clock radio gets turned off." And then my phone alarm goes off at 6:05 and then that's like, okay, it's time to get up. So I grab my
The
phone to turn it
combo.
off. But the reason I do my phone second is because if I grab my phone to turn off my alarm, I can at least look at memes for 10 minutes. And so I get out of bed at 6:15, and then when it's like 6:17, I go like, "Oh shit." And then I get dressed and then I immediately leave and it takes me about 10 minutes to walk to work. So,
Dang.
yeah, nice morning routine.
Okay,
But
the walk is good.
yeah. Yeah, that helps me wake up, but it's starting to get dark, later
Oh
here,
yeah.
so it's you know,
6:30 walk.
yeah, walking to work in the complete darkness doesn't really wake you
I
up
feel
that
that.
much. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Anyway,
that's the story of my every morning. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Very much.
I think this is the fastest like race and then another race we've done.
hmm
Maybe. I mean, Snopey,
Definitely in a
when
while.
did you race? Like Saturday?
Yeah, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, Saturday, and now round two. Yeah, and unfortunately the loser of this match will have to go directly into another race because we actually have more races happening. Yeah,
Oh
but
boy.
I
we'll
hope
go
that's
over
not
that
me.
as time goes. Anyway, I hope my stalling here has gotten
Uh-huh.
you to wake up just a little bit more.
Uh-huh. As much as I can be.
Yeah, I've got my nice little water next to me. There's no little black
Mm-hmm.
bar to the left of my screen, so Asmi won't be distracted during the race.
All right.
Are you both
Oh, that
ready to
reminds
go?
me.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'll count you down and then we'll get her started. So start it up
Mm-hmm.
in 3, 2, 1, go. And good luck.
Alright, good luck.
GL.
All right, off they go. That was actually really fast. I wasn't expecting it to start quite that fast, but here we are. All right, now that I'm done talking endlessly. Oh my god, I can't believe Azmi got that Klungo cutscene skip. That looked like a really early beak bust. Anyways, I think I have everything set up properly. I got the right screens up, I got the right scores up, I got the right PBs up. There we go. Okay, shout out to Banjo Runner. I know Snopey already did it, but I'm gonna give a shout out to QueenSnopea for being the wake up and immediately do a race. That it takes some effort to drag yourself out of bed just to play video games, but it is what it is. I've definitely dragged myself out of bed to cast video games before, so it's yeah, it's definitely hard work sometimes. Hopefully the audio levels are good. I seem to always change something every time I do it, so alright, Azmi going for the quick shot. That looks good to me. Yep. So Snoopy's gonna get a bit of a push here. Good green. Ooh, Azmi got a really good position from that blue potion. Oh my god! Dude, Snoopy's push was so good. Azmi's push was kind of eh. But it was still good. It was still a good push. This is going to be a gold split for sure, I think. Oh, yeah, it was. A minus 0.0 gold split. So very, very little gold split, but it was still a gold split. Can we get your best jam jar impression? Huh, 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 Oh, that's all I got. Or a mini Foss. Yeah, so Azmi definitely got the best of a bad situation with his Blue Potion Klungo. A 158 Blue Potion Klungo is pretty good. But yeah, a 153 Green Potion Klungo is good. Can we get my best Azmi impression? See if I have everything in a soundboard here.
Funky Kazanki.
There we go. That's my best Azmi impression. Yes, I'm very good. I'm very good at it. Yeah, I don't have that one in BanjoRace, I don't think. Oh, yes I do. Yes I do.
Get the fucking jiggy.
Yeah, I forgot I had 2 of Azmi in there. That's good. Anyways. Laughter aside. Azmi! Azmi! I wonder if you post that later, JJJ, and we can get Azmi to say it himself. I think that would be quite entertaining. Azmi forgot rubber band. You know, it's funny. I was gonna mention, hey, rubber band to both of them because Snopea usually forgets. But DeChristen just straight up idiot. Wow, that's rough. So far we've had very clean beginnings. Yeah, use your thigh, that's what I do. Take some hair, some elastic hair. Wow, very, very good GGM early from Snopea. Azmi got it pretty quick too. Not quite as quick, but still fairly quick. 453. Snopea got a 448 GGM early. I think there was one missed red house jump. The L button glued? See, Azmi can't glue the L button because you can't have the button pressed down in a Banjo-Kazooie. If you have the L button held down in Banjo-Kazooie, it just like stops your other button presses from like registering. It would be nice to like be able to do it. Maybe like if someone in the near future, when someone makes a quality of life ROM hack with the decomp information, they can remove the code that takes away the L button. The L button thing. And yeah, that's true, Foss. Snopea keeping Azmi honest. I'm sure Azmi hasn't done much playing at all in the last little bit. And I mean, Snopea just played the other day, so... I mean... her times weren't, like, super great. But, I mean, if Azmi has a shit run, then... I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to overtake him. It just Azmi has that innate advantage just because his PB is better. But, I mean, when you get down to, like, the 43, high 44 range, I feel like it starts to become a little, you know, it doesn't matter so much. Yeah. Especially 20 seconds apart. Like, if Azmi had, like a 40... I don't know, like, sub 43.30. I don't know. I guess the time doesn't really matter. It's just kind of the effort you put into, like, playing the game and practicing. The more you practice, the more consistent you'll get those good times, and then you won't have to worry about losing that much time in a race. Yeah, over a minute. Well, I mean, there's a lot of... Oh, that was a really nice looking movement from Snopea there. Really nice movement from Azmi too, except he just landed on the ground instead of fluttering. Which I don't know if is any better or not, but Azmi's movement around the plateau, around the prospector notes was much less laggy than Snopea's. So that kind of thing definitely benefits Azmi. Just so I have a dedicated controller for the tournament. I mean, I guess a dedicated controller for Banjo-Tooie, but then you're just kind of, you know, if you're pigeonholing a controller for every game you play. Wow. Azmi definitely cheated that rock into blowing up. He's like, dude, I'm gonna miss, but you're gonna blow up anyway. Have any races been decided yet by a Clockwork Jam Jars bonk? I mean, there's been really close races at all that, like, a bonk probably would have changed the outcome. But I actually don't know if, I mean, there's been so few bonks on Clockworks. Alright, Snopea taking it easy on the lamps there. Azmi really fast jump, so... Azmi's slowly gaining some time on Snopea and just, you know, generic movement. I also don't have, like, that great of a memory for, like, everything that's happened. Need to mod an L button switch into the controller? I mean... an elastic band is, it does the job. Ooh. Yeah. I thought that might have worked, Azmi's fire egg shot, but he definitely saw the future there. Just play well. Well, I mean, canceling text doesn't really have anything to do with playing the game, because you're just, well, I guess any part of playing the game is just pushing buttons, quote unquote. But for me, like, the L button was it was a wrist issue. Because, I mean, it's really easy to jam your leg into your calf if you have, like, you know, if you're sitting cross-legged while you're playing. Then you can just, you know, jam the stick forward and be like, okay, cancel text. But having to twist the controller all the way over to cancel it on your thigh, which is what I did, just hurts to rotate it so much when playing this game. I mean, you have to do that in Banjo-Kazooie as well, but there's much less text in Banjo-Kazooie than there is Banjo-Tooie. Oh, the first of the puzzles. See if this is where the lead changes hands. So 90 for Snoopy. That's not a great start. Azmi got a 91 there, which could have been like a 93. I think Azmi just, I don't know what he was doing. He just kind of put a piece in the wrong spot and then just kind of, you know, put the pieces in the wrong spot. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like so brain dead. I got off work, I got home, I looked at memes for like an hour, and then I just like collapsed onto my couch. Words is hard today. Got any good memes? I mean, I always have lots of good memes. I mean, right now they're eating our dogs, they're eating our cats is a hot meme. The stonks are up there. Dat Boy is always a classic meme. I know a lot of people hate it, but I don't know, it's my favorite. Ooh, Snoopy taking off from the back of the flight pad. A little bit of distance. Oh, and Azmi tried to be greedy with it, but ended up. Ooh, that was a sneaky beak bomb through the vines there. Eating docks. Alright, we're about a bonk apart. If Snoopy would have bonked there, they probably would have been about even going into the Jinjo cutscene for sure. But yeah, other than just kind of Jeremy memes, I had a piece of leftover apple pie in my fridge, and then I played Rock Band for about an hour. And here we are. And then I was like, oh shit, I got a race to cast, I better go. Ooh, the cat's always in a terrible place. Yeah, I know, right? I went blackberry picking with my dad yesterday. They're just out of season, so we didn't get a whole lot, but we got enough. But because we did it so late in the day, no blackberry pie for dinner. So my mom made apple pie earlier in the day anyway. So that was a good dessert. I love pie. Alright, so far about halfway through this Mayhem Temple, both of them are keeping... Oh, I was about to say both of them are keeping in pace with each other, but this might just change if Azmi has a good turnaround here on the Jinjo. Which he does. Picks up the Jiggy, they're both going down to the note. So right now, Snoopy's in the lead, but again, Snoopy's PB is a little bit... Ooh, both of them having notes, or problems with the note up at the top. Whoa! Snoopy got sniped! Alright, they're about like a half a second apart now. Maybe even less. Oh my god. Oh, and Azmi had some good text cancels during the jam jars. So now he's ahead. Just goes to show you, I know it's a big meme, but text canceling, it's very important. So, Azmi in the lead until we start getting to a bit of our RNG here in a sec. We got Flies and Prison Code coming up. Oh, Snoopy should have gone for that fly first. Alright, Snoopy not with super great aim on the flies. Azmi's flies weren't much better, but they were a little better. Alright, Snoopy's really gotta get into the hang of either shooting the egg closer to the door, or like, when you do shoot the grenade, you gotta get out of the way, because I noticed in her races the other day, she was getting hit by that dart as well. If I remember to bring that up post-race, I think I might. Alright, prison code time. Azmi could shoot ahead here with first try code, but doesn't get it. Alright, no first try codes. Alright, second try code for Azmi. Oh, third try code for Snoopy. Alright, so the win more code. Hang on a sec, I just gotta... Sorry for getting a little bit distracted there. I I just found out like about an hour ago that a guy I used to play Smash Bros with back in the university days died a couple of years ago. So I was just hearing about some additional details from a friend. Keep in touch. Keep in touch with people, you know? You never know. Alright. Azmi is actually on a really good run here. He's currently 12.8 seconds ahead going into the second set of puzzles. Yeah, it is. See, I just kind of, I didn't find out from anyone. I just found out, like, by accident, just scrolling through Facebook. Keep touching me. Ugh. It's like, you know, the Pillsbury Doughboy at this point. Everyone just trying to give you the pokes. And then, hoo-hoo! Or however he says it. The fridge emotes are back. Alright, puzzle number 3 for Azmi. I actually didn't see what they got on their GGM puzzles. I think Azmi's puzzle probably could have been a little better than an 82 if he would have put those floor pieces in sooner. But, I mean, when the pieces all kind of look the same, it's really hard to, it's really hard to just put them in the right spot. But the worker's leg was like just poking out of one of the bottom of the piece. Man, I feel like someone just like wiped my brain today. I know I've said that a lot already, but you know, normally I like having a clear head, but when you gotta think of when you gotta think of stuff to say, it's just, you know, yeah, everything slips off the smooth brain and you're just like man, what do I even words? I think that's how you say it. So current best possible times going forward here. So Snoopy's currently plus 36 and has a best possible time of 43:31. Azmi's best possible time is a 43:16 and he's minus 9.5. Which is really interesting. I think I would say. I think Snoopy is running against an average time, though. Oh, okay. Okay, I know what's going on. Snoopy keeps going more and more into the plus. And I keep thinking, like, man, what are these times? Best possible time, but currently plus 37? I just realized Snoopy's running against a 43 or a 42.54 Hag 1, which has to be a sum of best. Yeah, so Snoopy's currently running against sum of best, so I don't know what kind of pace Snoopy's on. But, I mean, whatever it is, it's PB pace for sure, so far. And PB pace is all that you can ask for, really. But, when your opponent, who has a PB that's 23 seconds better than you, is also on PB pace, then, that's not great. But I would say they're about 15 seconds apart or so. Something like that. And Snoopy got green potion Klungo 1, and Azmi got blue potion Klungo 2. So, I mean, both of them could get red, but, I mean, if Azmi gets green potion Klungo 2, then that'll definitely scooch him ahead. Oh, the tent rope strikes again. Azmi had such a good setup in practice earlier, but biffed it. Oh, and Snoopy missed the tent peg, and so she's gotta line it up too. Okay, I think Snoopy recovered a little better there. And Azmi did bonk on split up as well. I didn't mention that, but it is worth noting because it's the worst place you can bonk. You definitely don't want to bonk here. So, however different their times were before, Snoopy's definitely caught up a bunch. Tent pitching jokes. I mean, the tent is already set up. It's been set up. All they're doing is climbing the rope. Oh, Azmi accidentally paused his timer. Tell that to Flameforge. Did he make 10 pitching jokes on a BanjoRace stream for 12 minutes? I mean, even when you like, you know, you finish joking about oh my god, Azmi didn't pick up red feathers. This is Snoopy. Azmi, oh god, Azmi had 20 or had 5 feathers. That must have been what he was saying shh at. Oh god. Azmi could have just thrown the race if this is what ends up costing him. He's definitely not on PB pace anymore. But he wasn't after Witchy World anyway, so... It's definitely Snopea's race to take now. Although Azmi, again, could get a better Klungo too. And not only that, but I don't remember Azmi's Hag 1. If Azmi does grenade quick shots, then he will have a better Hag 1 for sure. 82 puzzle from Snoopy, very good. Meanwhile, Azmi with a 77. So, Snoopy definitely takes the lead for game number 1. Or takes the lead in game number 1 for the last third of the run. There we go. I finally got all my words out. Close race. Yeah, it was much less close until Azmi decided to be Azmi. Shout out to Banjo Runner. It's a good one. Whatever, we gave a shout out to QueenSnopea. Shout out to Azmi. Shout out to Azmi for all the work he's done with his Banjo-Kazooie boot camp. Shout out to Azmi for making this a close race. Bowie Boot Camp. Banjo-Tooie boot camp would be fun. But there's no one good enough who would do it to do it. Me do it? I can't do it. My times are garbo. Compared to, like, the tippy top runners. Like PG doesn't play anymore. Falcon got yeeted. Blue Moose plays Xbox, and so his would be, like, specific to Xbox. Univen doesn't play much anymore. And so it's like... I think my time in, like, every category is not the greatest. Plus, I'm not as stickler for precision as Azmi is. For me, good enough is good enough. Like, if I were to do a boot camp section and I was like a second and a half off of doing it really well, I'd be like, ah, it's good enough. Which is, like, not the point of boot camp. It's like, could Azmi make it? I mean, like, the theory isn't hard. It's just performing. Ooh, Snoopy's stuck on the eel. Alright, Azmi's probably gonna save a little bit of time here. Not only not getting hit by the eel, but Snoopy's gonna lose time to jam jars here when she gets her health refilled. Oh, Azmi gets another bonk! The time save! The time save! It would have I mean, Snopey still would have been ahead, but it would have been a lot closer. Azmi would have already left the level by now. Oh my god, that's actually hilarious. At this point, getting a bonk is one of those things that just makes, like, sweat drops, like, just break, you know, all of a sudden. But their best possible times are incredibly close right now. I'll mention it after Klungo, because there's still the RNG element that could happen. But, yeah, they're like 2 seconds apart from each other, according to their, I was gonna say BPTs, but I couldn't think of what letters best possible time started with. So let's just say best possible time. Alright, Azmi getting a green and Snopey getting a red could be the difference between switching leads, I think. If not, it'll be close. Snopey's got red, that's one piece of the puzzle for Azmi. Oh, and we got green. So, I don't think Azmi will be ahead after Klungo 2, but he'll definitely have caught up time if he doesn't lose Klungo. If he gets lost in the sauce, then he's just, I mean... Oh, he almost did. So, right now Azmi's doing this in the laggiest way possible. You gotta do it a little closer, so that way, Klungo is a little closer. Snopey also had a really slow end to the red potion. So, Azmi is definitely ahead now. Unless, of course, he gets another bonk. But... yeah, if Snopey would have been close enough to the door to be able to kind of see up Klungo and shoot it right away, then it would have been a different story. But letting Klungo not only jump, but land, and then hitting him is very slow. Alright. Last bonk? No. Alright, so it's gonna be decided in Hag 1. We've seen a lot of races come down to performance in Hag 1, so... And I pray to God... Oh my god, Azmi went to Mingy! I saw the ... in chat, and I was like, oh god, what did Azmi do? But he went to Mingy Jongo. Azmi just basically threw it. This is 100% over. If Snopey, like, dies to Hag 1, then we got ourselves a race. But Azmi can't catch up anymore. Unless Snopey, like, makes a major mistake. That's like a 30-second mistake. That is such a long mistake. Oh my god. And it's not the first time we've seen it in the tournament. Before Azmi did that, I said I really hope this race doesn't have to come down to a frame count, because Azmi paused his timer in the middle of the race. He says, at least I'm not bald, am I right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still not 100% over. But it's it's leaning heavily. Like if the race, like, you know, on a graph, the x-axis was, chances of winning, or the y-axis was chances of winning, or something. I don't know. I'm trying to make a Leaning Tower of Pisa joke. If the Leaning Tower of Pisa was leaning towards Azmi or Snopey, it would definitely be leaning towards Snopey right now. If, the decider of who won Banjo Races was the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There's a lot of what-ifs. There's a lot of what-ifs here. What was it? What are you saying, Harpy? Are you trying to get me to clarify my rambling? Or what happened to Azmi? What happened to Azmi? He went into Mingy Jongo instead of Hag 1 on the boss menu. And the only thing you can do is wait for the cutscene to end so you can exit it. Because resetting your console is longer than the Mingy Jongo cutscene. Yeah. And Azmi very well knows what he did. So, yeah. So Snopey's gonna be like a full phase ahead of Azmi here. But Azmi does do quick shots, IIRC, and so that will catch him up throughout the race. But, I mean, the best possible time for Snopey, according to her splits, is a 44:01. And the best possible time for Azmi is a 44:26. Because remember, Snopey's a minute 06 ahead, but she's also comparing to best possible time, or best segments. So, oh, we got a sync! Just kidding. So yeah, Snopey has to make 25 seconds worth of mistakes in this race in order to not win the first game. Yeah, we all love some fake sinks around here. They'll pretend to wash your hands, but they were just a fake sink. Rigged tournament. Hey, that's why there aren't so many tournaments that get hosted by me. I gotta spend a couple months working on the script. That's why I haven't announced the Banjo or the Booter tournament yet. I still gotta finish writing my script. It was almost good to go, but then Schlongster had to move to Texas, so I had to redraft. But, I don't know. Hopefully Schlongster will at least watch. It's like the meme of Squidward watching Patrick and SpongeBob having fun outside the window, and he's watching from inside. Banjo Donkey Kong 64 Rando tournament? I'm not gonna do that. The Banjo people can just straight up join the DK64 speedruns, DK Rando tournaments that happen regularly. That community do be bussin' for sure. Rando always brings in lots of people, though. DK64 is such a good Rando game, too. I still prefer Ocarina of Time, but I also have like a personal bias against DK64, so I don't know why Snoopy got into C up there. That was like just begging, begging to get hit by the laser. Snoopy's got to be careful too, because we don't want another situation where she's forced to run away from Grunny and risk accidentally dying. Because, I mean, that almost happened the other day versus Flameforged. But if we have a nice clean end of the fight here, then it's pretty donezo. Because Azmi's still got to blow up the second battery. He's done a lot of good, like, time-saving strats over Snoopy in the fight. But, I mean, in the end, he was just way too far behind. Oh god, Snoopy, not like this. Snoopy, not like this! Okay, the race isn't over yet, folks. Snoopy just switched to blue eggs. Oh god. Just when you think it can't get any stupider, it gets a little stupider. Alright, now we're actually synced. I think Snoopy just snatched defeat out of the hands of victory. She's still a little bit ahead, though. Just by a little bit. Yeah, that was incredibly tragic. If Snoopy gets hit one more time, then it's just over. Alright, one more hit. Can she do it? Time! 43:31.85. Alright, GG's.
GG. That was a mess. I think that's the worst I've ever choked tag one besides, like, dying, I guess, when I was
Yeah.
first learning.
That was a really heartbreaking end of the race there for Snoopy.
I don't think I've ever had that kind of trouble with the phase before, what is it, the, like, 30 or 40 to 30?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, I was just like, please just switch to blue eggs. Switch to blue eggs.
Yeah, I was trying, and I feel like I cycled back through, or maybe I just did something and didn't think that I did, and wait, didn't do something and did think that I did.
So, not to keep you guys in suspense or anything, but I actually don't know who won that race because
Oh, no.
Yet again.
because
What is...
because I mean, Azmi went into Mingy instead of Hag 1. And so you were like more than 30 seconds ahead for like the
Without
entire
that-
Hag 1 fight.
Yeah.
And then when you dropped all your spaghetti at the end of the 40-30 phase, it just synced up. And
Yeah.
normally it would be easier for me to figure out which one of you guys won the race, but Azmi paused his timer in the middle of the run.
Oh, no.
And so I need to go find out how much he paused his timer by. So, anyways, if you'll excuse me, we're gonna go to a break between games here, and I'll go
Try and figure
ahead
it out.
and do my due diligence. So, yeah, stay tuned, people in chat, and yeah, we'll be back soon. All right, everyone, we're back. I hope people in chat sat tight, but you know how I was talking the entire race about my brain being, you know, tired brain, smooth brain? Well, it didn't help when I had to do math together, so I crunched the numbers, and Snopea came out the winner of Game 1 with a final time of 44:25, well, minus a couple seconds here and there, .58 to Azmi's 44:25.92. So, very close. Azmi, don't pause your timer anymore. Okay, and now everything I was going to say to you guys about the first game is just entirely gone. Entirely gone.
Ready?
I'm sure there was something, but I'll let you guys get on to your next race because I know
Sure.
Azmi wants to go to sleep. Okay, are you
Yeah.
ready to start game number
Yes.
2?
Should be good.
Okay, perfect. Start it up in 3, 2, 1, go. And good luck.
Alright.
Just gotta drag you out. Okay, there we go. Starting game number 2. I didn't see how they started, but I assume they're entirely synced. What a good game number 1. Ooh, Snopea missing the Klungo cutscene skip. So, with the first game going to Snopea, there is a very good chance that this could go to a game 3. Snopea obviously throwing out PB at the very end of the Hag 1 fight. It's not super great, but, I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is what it is. Would it be the first game 3 match? Technically, yes. Technically, yes. The original first game that we did, which turned out to be an exhibition because of reasons, between Xenernicus and General Toucans, did go down to a game 3. And I didn't want to throw out the match because it was a really, really epic match. It was a really epic match. I would highly recommend everyone going back and watching that race. It was really good. But because it had to be wiped from everyone's memories, this could be the first game 3. Also, hey Xenernicus. You got here just at the right moment. We actually had to cut the stream sort of for a break for a short little bit because I had to frame count their first race. Their first race was definitely going to be a blowout victory by Snopea, but then Hag 1 happened, and so it ended up being a lot closer than anyone could have ever expected. So we got double blue potion, Klungo 1. Frame counts in the middle of a set, yeah, yikes. See, the thing about this frame count was normally a frame count in the middle of the set isn't terrible, but Azmi accidentally paused his timer in the middle of the race, and so I wasn't able to get an accurate end of... Ooh, Snopea accidentally grabbing gold feathers, pulled a flame forged. But at least got the red feathers here instead of waiting to get them on plateau. Honeydee, if you go into the BanjoRace like VODs, the playlists, whatever Twitch calls it, collections, the collections, under the exhibitions and highlights or something like that, there is a race between General Toucans and Xenernicus of this category. Very, very good. Anyways, Azmi found out on LiveSplit that you can undo your pauses from the final time of your timer. I didn't realize it had that feature at all, and so he was able to get an accurate final time of when, you know, he would have split, so I had to add and subtract some time here and there, so yeah. So, like, yeah. Xenernicus got a bye, so it all worked out, but he just had to do an extra match instead of sitting on the chair waiting for the peons to finish their round 1 matches. Yeah, so when General Toucans did his first match, I said, "Welcome back from the Shadow Realm." Either way, definitely a very different start than the previous race that we saw. Of course, you know, all thanks to... I mean, their Klungos were equally as terrible, for lack of a better word, just because Blue Potion Klungo is really hard to do well in the first place. Azmi kind of lost track of Klungo, and so couldn't do like the quick egg shot. Of course, this is where everyone seems to kind of touch base with each other, slapping hands at GGM early. Azmi going for the side strat and eventually gets it, but it took quite a while, whereas Snopea could get this on the first couple tries just because the first front and back is very lenient. But it looks like she's having a hard time this time, moving forward a little bit too much, so... Looks like this. She's not going to catch up much on GGM early here. I mean, I think Snopea's, like, angle was fine before. She didn't need to readjust it, but just moving up way too far forward. If you can't help but move that far forward when you're doing your beak bust, then definitely a steeper angle is good to have. Everyone's got their own setups for stuff, and so... kind of like once you get the muscle memory down for it, or a certain part of it that you can't, you know, get around, like you got to do certain parts certain ways, you just have to adjust in order to make it work. So this time I'll be able to tell you guys a little bit, I'll be able to have a little bit more insight anyway, looking at their splits, just because Snopea realized, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to run against Summa Best. So it's funny, Snopea just thought she was running against regular splits last race, but it was actually Summa Best. So, I wonder why I'm losing all this time. But my best possible time is showing a PB by a lot. Hopefully Jam Jars will be a little bit nicer to Azmi this time. I mean, the fact that Azmi got absolutely demolished by Bonks is the reason why it ended up being so close in the first place. I mean, there were a lot of factors that contributed to it. I won't say it was only Jam Jar's fault, but it was definitely one of those things. Alright, nice detonator levitation from Azmi. It's always good having a first try. Surfaced a little too early, so Azmi had to kind of float over with the detonator. Just kind of... It feels a lot longer when you're playing the game than it does when you're, you know, watching it. Because you see someone float over to the wall and you're, like, anticipating the detonator levitation. You're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see this. But when you're playing the game, you notice how early you, like, kind of... And you can't jump, because then you sink into the water, and you're kind of screwed against the wall, so... Yeah, Snopea got there a little bit too early, so it was like the exact opposite. Yeah. And they were both about for the same amount of time, too. I think it's worse being up against the wall and rising than it is rising too early in the water and hovering, you know, floating over to the wall. Because at least... Ooh, Azmi taking a dip. At least when you're floating towards the wall, you know that, you know, the moment you make it to the wall, you can do the jump. But when you're rising through the water, it's kind of more finicky because you don't want to jump too early, but you also don't want to, you know, just sit there. So figuring out when to do your levitation is the problem. I'm surprised Azmi made it on top of that boulder. He got very lucky with both of the boulders in the area. That first one outside, he was like... I didn't think he was going to move as far enough as to get under the boulder. But then he did, and the whole world was shocked. Truly. Then again, it's hard to tell what I'm noticing and what all of you guys are noticing. I tend to pick apart a lot of the movement. With a little more scrutiny. It's just like with knowledge comes the curse, right? As you play the game longer, you start to notice all the little things. Oh. I don't know what happened to Azmi there. I think he might have accidentally slipped out of Talon Trot on the little gap between the board and the pillar. Which is really annoying that that happens. Because, I mean, sure, flapping out of Talon Trot when you, like, you know, when you're jumping down a hill sucks. But when it's between two touching platforms, it just kind of drives you a little up the wall. Yeah. I just run down it too. I don't jump there. Just because jumping straight from the loading zone, I always feel like oh my god, I can't believe that egg missed. The fire eggs usually have pretty wide hitboxes, and so for it to miss the button... Yeah, that one missed too. Azmi's gonna shoot to the left of it again. Oh, that one hit too. See, that one looked the same as the first one. I don't know how that one hit, but the first one didn't. Either way, Snopea gained quite a lot of time from Azmi's slight blunder. Alright. Grenades, no bonk again here. Although I don't think Azmi bonked on grenades last time. I know there was one split up, there was one Talon Torpedo. I think that was about it. Once you see it so many bonks, it's just part of the game. It just blends together. It's not exciting seeing the bonks anymore. Alright, we come to the first puzzle of the run, Mayhem Temple. I think overall, Snopea kind of demolished Azmi in the puzzles last run. I didn't see what the GGM puzzle was, the time for either of them, but I know that the puzzle times for Snopea were a little better than Azmi. Got a 90 there. Pretty good puzzle placement from Snopea. So we got a 92. Very nice. I hate to leave you guys, but I forgot to use the washroom between races. So I'm going to leave you guys with a little commercial here, thanks to Azmi. So hopefully, yeah, enjoy your commercial. Oh my god, my mic has been muted ever since before they entered MT. Dude, I thought I was talking to you guys this entire time. I don't know why I muted my microphone on Discord. Dude, I wish I could play-by-play my audio. This entire time, I can't believe I've been muted. All this shit has happened and I was muted. I can't believe it. You saw it light up a lot and you're like, Yeah, that whole time. No, I didn't miss anything. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll start from the beginning. Thank you for the sub, Pepper Plessy. Much appreciated. Enjoy your BanjoRace emotes. So, let's scroll back up in chat. Okay, let's see here. So... yeah, Snopea won the first race by 0.34 seconds. I said that. And then I said, you know, oh my god, Azmi died to the Moggy! And then he immediately gets a bonk, so... oh god, I need to start, like, recording my audio to desktop, or recording my streams. Oh, but it wouldn't have picked up the microphone anyway. Anyway, yes, I was talking to you guys in chat about the whole Pillars situation, and Pillars is probably the only backup that you, like, can do in this route. Just because, I mean, every other Jiggy is kind of more complicated. So, Azmi definitely made the correct setup not going back for the snake. Just because it's like JSG and then a run to the snake when you're like doing absolutely nothing. Whereas the swim over to Pillars isn't so long. Also, special shout out to you, Calextrix, because if you never said that, I never ever would have unmuted. I didn't even look over at my OBS window. So, yeah, I can't stress how thankful I am that you pointed out that I was, still gone. / muted. Just use Action Replay. Action Replay is for the GameCube, my dude. As far as I'm aware. Man, I remember one of my friends had an Action Replay, and we had so much fun playing Melee with Action Replay codes enabled. Oh god, it was so fun. Action Replay has other console variants. I'd never heard of anything other than a Game Shark. Like for Super Nintendo and original Nintendo, like NES, SNES, it was the Game Genie. Then N64 was the Game Shark, and Game Boy. Game Boy and N64 was the Game Shark, and then everything after that was Action Replay. That's all I ever heard it in context. There could have been ones for other consoles, I don't know, but that's all I know. Alright, so Snopea accidentally warped to Wooded Hollow instead of Pine Grove, so that's going to lose a little bit of her lead. However, this is basically where we were last run. I mean, Azmi had some problems with split up, bonkage, and then slipped on the rope. So, anything can happen, y'all. It's one of those runs. I don't know how Snopea didn't dodge that coin. Snopea ran like directly into the coin. I was gonna say maybe all these mistakes are because they're both so sleepy, right? Azmi goes to bed early because he works really early, and Snopea just woke up and went live. So like Snopea was awake for 15 minutes before she went live. Meanwhile, Azmi's like, can we please do these races? I gotta go to bed. So, it's just funny. So they're both equally making sleepy mistakes, for sure. Although, I gotta say, I think Azmi's sleepy mistakes are much, much worse than Snoopy's sleepy mistakes. Surely Azmi won't select the wrong boss from the boss menu a second run in a row, right? Surely. Alright. Good jump from Snoopy there. It always makes me worried when people have a weird camera when jumping for the jiggy, but... Ooh, that was kind of awkward from Snoopy, too. He'll pick Wu Fak Fak this time. If he picks any boss other than Mingy, the race is unrecoverable. Well, except maybe the dragons. If he accidentally picks Chili Billy, Chili Willy, then it's fine. I think those are the fastest bosses from the boss menu. Whoa! We got a synced bonk on Split Up! No way. Oh, Snoopy! Couldn't run. Held the R a little too long. Alright, so rope shenanigans from Snoopy, so we got another Azmi lead. Azmi turning to face the red. This is probably the worst C-up I've ever seen from Azmi. It's like at that point, don't even zoom in. Just zoom in after you got your camera moved around, please. It is a hella close race, that's true. I just don't want it to be so close that we have to frame count it again. Please, please. At least make it like more than a second difference. Imagine double frame count. Well, I mean, Snoopy could just straight up throw for content if she's in the lead, and if Azmi wins, then we get a game 3 anyway. So, right now, there's a very high chance that we get a game 3. Imagine a frame perfect tie. I honestly don't know what I would do in the event of a tie. In the event of a tie, I would probably give each runner a win. But, I mean, there would have to be some sort of tiebreaker in the bracket stage. Because it's, you know, a bracket. Azmi is not having a good start to this puzzle here. Just putting every piece in the wrong spot. Snoopy's got a really bad puzzle split here, though. I think Snoopy's had to go entirely across the puzzle for, like, every piece so far. And yet, still, Azmi gets an 81 Azmi gets a 76 and Snoopy gets an 81. That was definitely a lot of time saved on that puzzle. I mean, it just goes to show, and I haven't said that in a while, but, you know, as long as you're putting the pieces in the right spot on the first try, a shitty puzzle is still better than, you know, messing up the pieces. Because I guess then you have to go across the puzzle and you have a awkward hand situation in that regard. As well as making the mistakes. And yeah, Zernicus, Snoopy had a really good showing with the puzzles in the first race. I'm honestly jealous. My puzzles are not good at all. Hey there, Happy Pembles. Yeah. Got a very, very close race so far. The lead has exchanged between the two of them quite a few times this race. In ways that nobody could have ever expected. Ooh, I think Snopea thought she was close enough to slide into a split up, but Banjo wasn't quite standing on the pad. Oh! Kazooie almost flapped up. Snopea got a little greedy there with the movement. Ooh, Azmi's gonna get hit by this Grunny dash. Oh, Azmi, don't even think about it. Azmi looked like he wanted to dodge to the outside for a second, but then remembered that that's not a great idea, and so kind of readjusted himself. Absolutely don't want to get near the edge, because the Grunny doesn't move in a straight line when it charges you. It kind of heads towards you. And in that small a space, you can't dodge it. And it will knock you off the edge. Alright, so let's see if Azmi remembers how to do fast swimming. Azmi was pushing the wrong buttons in the previous race. So, Snopea definitely swam ahead. Alright, good swim through the octopus, hopefully for both. Snopea's line is always very straight through the octopus. Snopea's fast swimming is way faster than Azmi's. Oh my god. Like, Azmi jumped into the water a good chunk of time ahead of Snopea. And yet, Snopea's like ahead of Azmi at this point now, I think. I think she's gonna get to the note first. Yep. Ever so slightly. Yes. Snopea's fast swimming is nothing to spit upon. However, she got hit by the eel again. I can't tell if that's a fast swimming error or if it's just like the way Snopea moves. I think she needs to head more upwards or something, or she's just getting bad RNG. It's probably just bad RNG. Either way, the swim was great, but the eels always say terrible things. And I think the swim mattered because Snopea would just be even further behind now because of the eel situation. So instead of being like, you know, a little bit behind or a lot of bit behind, she's just a little bit. So all we have left is Klungo. We got another mystery Klungo extravaganza. Both of them started with blue potion Klungo. And so, obviously, the one with green potion gets an edge here. Unless, you know, they both get green potion. In which case, it's, you know, the level playing field, which we all like to see. But if one of them gets red and the other gets green, then as long as the green potion is done properly, they should be leaving Klungo in the lead. Snopea with some good Ultra Instinct swimming there. Well, for one flap, you could hear the bloop, 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 bloop. Like there was one extra fast wing pump there. Alright, Azmi gets green. Snopea gets green. So we got nice even Klungos this run. We'll see if Snopea knows how to do the green potion setup properly for Klungo 2, though. We've already seen Azmi do it once, except Azmi did it kind of improperly. Alright, so Snopea's doing it the same way. The nice little bill drill there. So Azmi could get some bad luck, but that's good enough. I don't think... well, Snoopy could still get a push. Klungo's going to be walking from a lot further out. Or Snoopy walks from further out. Or not Snoopy. Klungo walks from further out. That build drill was absolutely not intentional. Absolutely not, Xenernicus. Yeah, it seemed to work. But I'm surprised she didn't get hit by it, but the build drill, I think, damaged the potion when it got thrown at her. Either that or else he was shooting too high or too low or something, I don't know. Alright, Azmi, we're watching you. Alright. Azmi made it absolutely sure that he was making it all the way down to the bottom. Yeah. In Klungo 2, I don't think you even need to poop eggs. Because you can just shoot 3 eggs and it'll probably work. Like, dodge the 6th potion and then shoot 3 eggs forward. Your eggs will hit the 7th potion as it comes towards you, and the other eggs will crack on him. Maybe you do poop eggs, I don't know, it's been so long since I've done Klungo 2 green. All my Klungo 2s lately have been red. Poop 3, shoot 3? I don't know, that's not usually how I do it. I usually do it the same as you do Klungo 1. You, like, dodge 6, and then you poop for the 7th, and then just shoot forward. But I'm not really one to talk about optimal strats. No, you don't shoot 1. I always shoot more than 1. So it's like you get out of the way, you poop 1, and then you shoot like 3. And then you Talon Trot and jump towards the door. And in that time, the egg should hit Klungo. But when you do it, when you do the strat, you're facing closer towards the door, so you can't actually see Klungo. Like, all of it's done blind. Just because that cuts the lag. There's like a spot right on the edge of the hill where you can stand, and it points the camera directly down at the ground. And then if you miscount your potions, you're basically doomed, because if Klungo's invisible and runs away, then you just can't see him, so... All you have to do is shoot forward. Because the Klungo potion throwing phases, direct your aim at him, you always kind of have an idea of where he is. I guess when the camera's pointing down, it doesn't, because it's kind of obscured. You're right. But I don't know, as long as you like watch someone do it, you just do it the same way. Just copy what someone else does, and it's usually fine. It's really not a hard strat. Alright, so we got 2 R aimers with fire eggs. Same strat as before. So, Azmi's got a pretty solid lead on Snopea. It's got to be at least 10-ish seconds or so. Probably something like that. Snopea's best possible time showing 44:57. Azmi's best possible time 44:48. So, yeah, about 9 seconds. So, any mistakes made in the fight are, you know, gonna add up. Obviously, they can make some mistakes at shooting Grunty in the first 6 phases, just because they're using fire egg aiming. They because they're using fire egg aiming, they're able, you know, they're gonna get 2 cycled anyway. But things like that, where you fall off the drill and it has to keep turning to find you, that kind of thing is going to put Snopea a little further behind. And things, you know, like, you know, your clockwork shot, the inside of the Hag 1 digger, and then the last 3 phases, of course, you want to do as fast as you can. Snopea will take this opportunity to grab health. Don't want to accidentally need the health later on in the fight. Alright, Snopea getting out of Talon Trot. I thought just in the nick of time, but she actually had a lot of time left to go there. As we're looking into the very laggy exhaust port. Good text cancels from Snopea. Both of them going for the left battery first. We love to see it. Snopea taking another damage. Azmi making use of the gold feathers, not getting that laggy upward or outward camera, I guess. You know, I really don't want to call anything at this point, just because of what happened in the last Hag 1 fight. I mean, obviously it went, you know, pretty badly for Snopea there, but I mean, it could still happen to Azmi. Alright, so a little bit of a problem getting the clockwork over the laser, but at least she didn't blow up the clockwork on the laser. Alright, we're down to the final fight. Just 3 more phases to go. Well, 4, technically. Snopea's already started tanking the damage. Azmi's got a nice distance away from Hag 1. Good aim. Ooh, Snopea didn't switch to blue eggs. It's kind of awkward, but it looks like she's not gonna need. Alright, time coming up for Azmi. My timer is a little bit behind. Azmi got a 44-51. Let's go ahead and drag him in. Alright, GG's Azmi.
Oh my god, game 3.
Yeah, Snoopy's just finishing in a second here. Snoopy
I should've-
finishes with a 45-06. GG's.
I don't know how to have a non-panicky hag one in a race.
Yeah, I
Ugh.
said, oh my god, and she's starting to tank the damage. You know, I did say at the beginning of the hag fight, like, I wonder if Azmi's gonna throw to not see the game 3 because he wants to go to bed, but...
Really sure.
yeah,
Azmi wants to go
but,
to bed.
I mean,
wanna eat
I thought you
breakfast.
threw when you, I thought you threw when you died in Jade Snake Grove, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I had some issues later.
Yeah, Azmi.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I meant like I was
Um,
like I peek over occasionally and was like something happened there.
So unfortunately, from when you guys were entering MT until when you were in GGM2, my mic was muted. Because when
Oh, no.
when you did your puzzles, I was like, all right, well here's Azmi's water clip. I need to go use the washroom, and so I muted my mic. But then I also reached over and muted my microphone audio on OBS. And then when I came back, I unmuted my microphone, but I didn't unmute my OBS. And so all of the panicking and stuff,
Incredible.
it was all not there. So the VOD is definitely going to be missing some good stuff there. Yeah, I thought Azmi was just 100% dead in the water. For sure, but I really appreciate you going to do pillars instead of going to go back in and do slumber. It definitely didn't lose that much time overall, because I mean, Snoopy had a fun MT as well. I mean, both of you bonked on Egg Aim, and then both of you had a synced bonk on Split Up.
Okay, I was. Oh
Yeah,
my god,
you guys.
that was tragic. I did the same thing I did last time too. I got hit by the fruity twice.
Yeah,
I bumped last time too. No way.
you guys were exactly synced there, and then Azmi got ahead when you fell off the rope. So
Yeah, the rope was bad.
yeah,
That's not gonna happen this time.
yeah. I gotta
This
say, Snoopy, your fast swimming though is really good. Like,
Oh, that reminds me. Turn up my. I can't hear anything.
yeah, I remember.
Turn my speaker down so it didn't go through my microphone.
Yeah, Snoopy probably, like, you jumped into the water maybe 3 or 4 seconds ahead of Snoopy, and Snoopy entered the eel lair before you did, because you're just dropping it. But then Snoopy keeps getting hit by the eels, and so...
They were in the way both times.
Yeah, and so at that point, you just basically... You're gone. I thought you would have been fine, but that eel below you caught up and tagged you. So I think if you would have gone up and to the right, away from the upper eel, I think it probably would have been okay.
Yeah.
And then,
this is the second swim that looked like it was going to be a gold for me, maybe, that then just, like, eels or bonk. Like, I got into the eel lair with 2 bubbles still yesterday. And I was like, oh my god! And then got a bonk on the side.
Anyways, ready for round 3?
Yep. Just gotta get to the,
in like 2 minutes, yes. It's morning and I have to pee every 40 minutes, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, what a crazy race. At the end, I was like, well, at least it's not going to be another frame count. But, I mean, if anything would have happened to you in Hag 1, then it would have been a little closer. But I was like, at least there's like a 9-second difference at the beginning of the fight. So I was like, I mean, Snoopy takes a lot of hits in the last couple of phases, so...
Do you know if there's like a good way to like be safe after that torch without losing a lot of time?
Don't land below the stairs.
Below the stairs.
Yeah. The Moggy doesn't walk up the stairs, and so as long as you're 2 or 3 steps up, he can't hit you.
I guess.
If you're at the... Or you could, like, go to the back of the stairs. Like, don't land so close to the front wall. Like, there's no way to be absolutely safe because the Moggy could at any time come out from behind the corner.
That's true. I was wondering if there's some like camera
Yeah.
shenanigans.
And if it is right at the corner, like you can try and jump over him too, but sometimes you jump into the club, so you kind of have to take a longer route like around him for sure.
Right.
I mean, the best thing I can say is, I mean, if you're going balls to the wall, do what you did and just hope he's not there. But in a race,
Yeah,
you should,
most of the time.
yeah, in a race, you should be at least a step up.
True.
Just close enough so that if he's standing there, you don't accidentally walk into the club. Oh yeah, I guess something else this race. Snopey failed the Klungo cutscene skip this race too. So that would have definitely made the end of the race hella close again. But I think he still would have come out on top.
Right.
Azmi would take a 20-second handicap, but he's too bald. Nah, Azmi has that thick, luscious Middle Eastern hair. You what?
Does that mean I start 20 seconds late or early?
A 20-second handicap means you start 20 seconds later.
Or just fail the Klungo cutscene.
Yeah.
Like me.
Oh yeah, Azmi, you got up. Yeah, Snopey failed Klungo cutscene that race, that second race.
Oh, okay.
So,
I also went to the wrong place.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Before Witchy World.
Yeah.
I went to Wooded Hollow. I was just like, oh my god, I'm going, and I just pressed A.
I was wondering how you were behind me, like in GGM, because I was like, I had a really rough everything.
Yeah.
Like, dang, you had a rougher everything, I guess.
Yeah, I think I was just barely ahead for GGM, or maybe just barely behind.
I think I was going into MT Puzzle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I had paused at one point.
Anyway.
We ready for game 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, game 3.
Oh wait, I gotta reset my timer. There we go. Now I'm ready.
There we go. All right, good luck, everyone. I, hope it's good. Also, Azmi, I gotta say, like, you gotta stop clicking on and off your splits, because that blinking is driving me bonkers.
Yeah.
Look at memes on your phone, just like everyone else. Come on. All right. Okay, I'll count you down, and then we'll get her started. So start it up in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
I'm hungry.
All right, Snopey's hungry. Let's go ahead and get them absolutely synced up. There we go. We are synced. Game 3. Nice Klungo cutscene skip from Snopey. Azmi wasn't feeling too confident about it, but luckily gets it second one. Okay. Round 3. And yes, B. Smith, this is finally the finals. This is the second, is it? The second round of the finals? Yeah, this is the second round of the finals. Double green potion. Love it. Better than watching the cutscene. That is very true, Eric's. Alright. So, green potion, double green, off to a good start. It's always nice to see. Snopey does a very forward... I don't know what happened to Azmi there. I think he might have lost track of his Klungo. Either that, or else he doesn't, he isn't that confident about his green potion. But, yeah, because Snopey does such a forward, Klungo egg shot, you can't really jump far enough back in order to get a decent push. And so, having to run a little further back, but I mean, it's still Still a good time. Don't try to numbers. I mean, I numbersed earlier, and it turned out fine. Looked like a good red house jump. Azmi doing the window strat that PG liked doing. I think Azmi is the only person who does the window strat other than PG. Like, I don't know how he does it. I can't ever get it to work. It's such a weird movement that you have to do, and you have to do it fast because that window is a super slippery ledge. You can't stand on it out of Talon Trot. Otherwise you slip. Which is weird. You'd think a windowsill, you could stand on a windowsill. But for some reason it's a slope, so no you can't. Alright, I think I'm going to start a prediction here. We've got... Yeah, we got a good outcome, or a good race going on here. So I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 2 minutes. I'll give you guys 2 minutes to decide who's going to win between Azmi and SnopE here. And you can throw all your channel points at it. And then at the end of the race, we'll call it forward. So far, it looks SnopE favored, but I mean, we're very early in the game. All the big, I mean, we've seen big mistakes in GGM, we've seen big mistakes in MT, we've seen big mistakes in Hag 1, we've seen big mistakes in Witchy World. If a bear tried to hang on a windowsill, they would slip off. I mean, bear? I wasn't thinking about this in bear physics. .301 exhibition? Yeah, good luck finding someone to commentate that. Ooh, that was a really nice GGM early from SnopE. See if Azmi gets a little stuck like he did last time. Nope, got in nice. So it's like the first race. SnopE got in really quick the first one, and Azmi got in just a couple jumps later. So we got ourselves a good start to the race. You know what? I think I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of my points on SnopE. There we go. Don't let me down, SnopE. Not to be a biased commentator or anything. As a commentator, I gotta stay impartial. Yeah, very true, Nympheus. Unfortunately, the time for betting has ended. So, although now that I've betted, I can't end the prediction, because otherwise that would be some heavy collusion. So, we're gonna have to find a mod to end the prediction at the end of the race. Oh, SnopE! SnopE's a mod. SnopE can do it. Unfortunately, it's just gonna, like, absolutely suck if SnopE wins or loses to be like, well, I guess. Or I'll just be, nah, just cancel the prediction so I don't lose 20,000 channel points. Alright, nice detonator levitation from Snopea. Azmi going for detonator levitation too. Somehow having like the perfect jump. I think Azmi like meant to jump into the water, but accidentally like touched the ledge and did it like a semi-hop kind of into the water. And that semi-hop put him at like exactly the right height against the wall. I mean, obviously you don't want to do that because hopping as the detonator is really slow if you use their automatic hop, because he kind of like stops between hops, which is hilarious that it rhymes, but you know, here we are on BanjoRace rhyming. I don't know if Snoopy's gonna make this. Yeah, definitely needing a beak bust there just to get it. And Azmi doesn't go for the flap at all, which is really weird. I'm gonna have to ask Azmi about that. Because I'm sure it's faster than like landing on the ground, but I don't know if anyone like ever timed it or not. It's another yep, looks faster to me kind of thing. If the race stays this close for like the entire race, that would be pretty hype. Be a pretty hype game 3 TBH. Just please don't be so close that I need to leave you guys waiting. Bit of an awkward movement at the top. Ooh, and Azmi gets a nice ladder regrab. I'm so terrible at those regrabs. Azmi having trouble in the tunnel. I missed what happened in the tunnel. I was watching Snopey climb the ladder. I imagine he probably came out of Talon Trot jumping on the slope. Hey, they're blasted asses. Whew! That looked like it was going to be a really low jump from Snopey there. Wait, what happened to Azmi? Oh. I guess I missed him just grabbing the Jiggy and he was in like the death fade out. I looked over and all I saw was a black screen. I didn't even see the Jiggy. Hang on, I want to watch this these egg shots before I read chat. He slid, then came out of Talon Trot, then rolled, but got stuck in a corner. Alright, Azmi finally got a first try shot to the fire egg switch. Can't believe it. Redeemed. Alright, no bonk so far. Of course, I may have just summoned one from the void for Azmi. Nope. Nope, we good. It's funny how the void works. Sometimes you talk smack about it and it just sends a hand out to just... What you talking about? Alright, let's see if Snopey can keep up her streak of good puzzles. Kind of sucks that all the right pieces are on the left side. Azmi with kind of an awkward split up too. Those two bottom pieces going like right up to the very top is like such a classic MT puzzle moment. 89 for Snopea, 90 for Azmi. Very, very hot, low 90. So their best possible times are pretty even. So far, slightly Azmi favored, but only slightly. But I mean, they're ever so slightly at the same spot, I guess you could say. Alright, so it's funny how these tournament races go, because people, you know, they think of things when they're right at the forefront of their mind. Like, we know for sure that Azmi is going to be thinking a lot about that cat, you know, at the bottom of the staircase in Jade Snake Grove. So we're probably not going to see another death. So it's kind of mistakes that you just think, okay, I gotta, if anything, I gotta focus on not making the same mistake twice in one row. I mean, twice in one run. I know I said row. I have never seen anyone do that to that boulder. That was insane. Alright, good JSG early. Always looks a little sus, but good. It's not the boulder hitbox, it's how you build drill the boulder. When you build drill a boulder, if you slide down the side of the boulder... Ooh, nice bonk. If you slide down the side of the boulder in your build drill, it still build drills the rock. And so I don't know when it decides that the boulder is being build drilled. It's like, because when you slide down the side of the boulder, you'll like build drill it, but then you'll like, you're not on top of it enough to stay on top of it, but you've hit a part of it in the spot on top of it that you can build drill it. So I don't really know how it works, but people go for, I go for it on purpose on the rock in Spiral Mountain when you get fast swimming from Royston, because you talk to Royston if you stand next to the boulder, and so what happens is when you build drill down the side of the boulder, it cancels the animation of your build drill when you talk to the fish, and at the same time it blows up the boulder instantly. And all you have to cancel Royston's text, but I think it's faster than watching the animation of the full build drill. I don't know for sure, but it's one of those things that's like almost impossible to time. Hey there, Perfect Footy. Yep, we got a tiebreaker race. This is race number 3. It's been a crazy journey to get here, TBH. But so far, Snopea's managed to maintain a bit of a lead over Azmi. I thought Azmi was going to get ahead for sure when Snopea bonked on grip grab, but it didn't end up happening, so... But of course, Azmi's had all of the bonks so far in their set, and Snopea I don't think has had... Snopea's had very few. They had 2 bonks apiece in the previous race, I think. But in the first race, Azmi got a bunch and Snopea got none, so... I guess this is the race where Snopea gets them and Azmi doesn't. That is an awkward beak bomb, yeah. So, Snopea's definitely behind by a bunch now. Missing the treble clef is, like, really bad. And there really isn't any backup for it either. But I mean, like I said, the moment Snoopy took off with the beak bomb, I knew that it was going to be kind of awkward. Just because, like, I don't know, you could see the beak bomb, but you kind of had to angle it in order to get over to the field, and I thought in the angling you might lose the, you know, you might miss the treble. And that's what happened. It's when you have to move the treble clef, or move the beak bomb, that the hard part comes. But Snoopy's not that far behind. Getting the treble clef sucks, but I mean, it's like 10 seconds-ish or so. So, a third try versus first try code could definitely even it up. I mean, Azmi's got pretty cucked on codes this entire set, so a first try code wouldn't be that bad for him to get. And he did. Got a first try code. I think Azmi got all 3 codes in the race now. There's his first. His first race had a third, or a second, and then his, no, I think the second race he had second, and the first race he had third. I don't know. Either way, Snoopy with third try code from behind. That's terrible. Hello, It's Bites. Thanks for the raid. Welcome to game 3 of this best of 3. Yeah, so Snoopy is going to be very behind now. 10 plus the 14 from third try versus first try code, so that's like 24, 25 seconds behind now. My channel points! But hopefully Azmi will turn up his game this time for JRL, because he hasn't been fast swimming very well because he can't hear his game, and so he might end up just cranking the volume on his game. Because I can't imagine he just lets it sit the way it is, like, you know. I don't even know what I was saying. I can't imagine he just does slow swimming again because he can't hear his game. Alright, nice 87 from Azmi. It's not a bad puzzle time at all. Alright, Snoopy's got to start popping off with these last puzzles. It's funny, I saw Azmi's screen fade as like the crystal jiggy lit up, and I was like, wow, is Azmi already done the Witchy World puzzle? But I underestimated how long this cutscene is. Is this the final 2 race to crown victory? Not even. This is only round 2. The winner of this race goes on to the winner finals, I believe. No, winner semifinals. Yeah. The winner of this goes on to winner semifinals. Cutscene animators went really hard. Uh-oh. Snoopy having one of those puzzles. This must have been what the sad face was in chat just now from Snoopy. Oh god, this puzzle is not a good puzzle. 73 Witchy World puzzle. Ugh. That. 73 Witchy World puzzle is something special. That is a lot of time gone. At this point, I think it's gonna be like nearly impossible for Snopey to catch up. There just aren't enough mistakes left in the game. Like, I mean, I know Azmi's made some crazy mistakes, like in the run, but if Azmi knows that he's this far ahead, which I don't know that he does, I imagine he would be playing very safe. Yeah, I mean, this run, it's just all the luck is running out. The puzzles, the bonks, the code. Although I think Snopey got third try prison code last run too. No first try codes is just a feels bad, man. Alright, Le Witchy World. Azmi's got a whole zone on Snopey. I think it's the longest zone. Yeah, it for sure is, just because of like cactus cutscenes. Because in Horror Zone, you don't do anything. And in Space Zone, all you do is run to the button and press it. Well, technically, you run away from the button, and then you press it, right? Just, you know, to be particular here. Azmi's having a very clean Witchy World, too. Of course, we're at the part that, you know, dirties up a lot of Witchy Worlds. I thought Snopey was gonna jump into that coin. It was very close. Azmi, don't. Okay. Alright, the tent peg causing Azmi some problems, but didn't cause him problems for like a minute, so. Whew! Snopey jumped off the ladder really early there. I think she wasn't expecting to like make it up. Alright, Snopey doesn't get tagged by the Fruity. Love it. Azmi going to shoost the button. Oh. Oh. This is like the reversal of the first match. And then, of course, the tent be doing 10 things. You know, I could make a compilation of every time in this tournament someone messed up the tent. Absolutely. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will do that. Oh, shot a little bit too high. That one will be good. Yeah. Best possible time for Azmi. Well, I guess I can say after the puzzle splits. Azmi, what are you doing? I don't think Azmi thought that was a side piece. I mean, when you're picking up a piece, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell if you're not moving the piece, just because Banjo's hand kind of gets in the way of the right side of the puzzle, or the jiggy. Azmi's currently got a best possible time of 43:13, but Snope's currently is like a 44:09, so it's still 56 seconds out. Are the puzzle slots randomized? Yes, they are. So whenever you do one of these puzzles in a run, not only do random pieces from the puzzle break out, but they also go to random spots around the board. So, I mean, statistically, no two puzzles are likely to be the same. Press B. There you go. It's just part of the game learning how to accurately put the pieces in, and to be fast at doing it as well. So, I mean, it's not a great part of the game, but used up all moo puzzle juice. I think that's the best accidental emote I've ever seen. When a puzzle mistake happens, well, yeah. There's a part when you put a piece in the wrong spot, like, do I move on and go back to it, or do I fix it immediately? And it's usually good to fix it immediately, because that way you can't, because you can't pick up a puzzle piece while you have one in your hand. So if there's a puzzle in the board that's not, or a puzzle piece in the board that goes where it's not supposed to go, the only thing you can do to fix it is to pick it up, right? And I mean, no one should be like looking at where to go next. You should just do it, right? And so oftentimes looking at puzzles, like, it's really easy for us to just look at the puzzle and go, oh, well, they should have gone for this piece instead, right? Or that piece, or done this, or done that. But when you're doing the puzzles, it's, you know, you kind of gotta think fast, right? It's usually good to look at, especially for the longer puzzles that are not in this category, it's good to like look at a middle piece that's in a hard to figure out spot. Like a section of the puzzle that usually just kind of all blends together and looks the same. Follow that piece to the outside of the puzzle, so that way you know where at least one piece goes. And then you can either do that piece first before you forget, and then keep going from there. Or you can do pieces that are near it, or edge pieces that split up right next to the board where they go. There's a lot of little things to think about in terms of puzzling, but I mean, in the end, the difference between a good puzzle and a bad puzzle is like, I mean, depends on which puzzle you're doing, but a lot of the times it's just like anywhere from 2 to like 5 or 6 seconds. If you're losing 5 seconds on a puzzle, then either you had a really, really good puzzle, or you're bad at puzzles. Because even a really bad like puzzle split up. Oh, Snopea, you're not close enough to the face. Yeah, Snopea's gonna have to, I can't tell if Snopea's not doing fast swimming at all on purpose or not. Okay, there we go. Snopea's gotta, get air in Seaweed Sanctum. This is, yeah, definitely not the way this race was gonna end. And yeah, as we got hit by the eels, it's nice to have the fast swimming option. And I mean, especially Snopea, right? if you got hit by the eels like that many times, like Snoopy was dead without fast swimming down, right? So alright, that was some nice fast swimming up to the surface though. Alright, we get to see what kind of Klungo Azmi gets. Though at this point it doesn't really matter. Red potion, blue potion. Azmi would have to hit like 3 wrong clones in order to make this a real race again. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, fast swimming is great. It feels good when you do it right, but it feels weird if you don't. Alright, Azmi with kind of a weird champ. Klungo too. They were so far ahead, you got to hear it explained before you got there. Isn't it the other way around, though? Like, the commentators should always be behind your gameplay, right? Oh, you mean the opponent. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, if you were that far behind, then yeah, makes sense. Alright, double green, double red. Azmi could probably go into the Weldar cutscene. Still be fine. I don't mean to shit on Snoopy, but like it really is that impossible at this point. I mean, in the end, like it was a really fun set to watch. I mean, the second race was close. The first race was really close. We had to come down to a frame count. And I guess in all the hubbub here, I forgot to mention that Azmi's been on PB pace as well. Going into the Hag 1 fight, Azmi is about 13 seconds ahead. Just over 13 seconds ahead. And so, I mean, even if Snoopy was having a really good run, like, she would have had to PB by, like, more than 30 seconds in order to, kind of stand pace. Alright, that's really funny that Snoopy fades into the Hag 1 cutscene as Azmi fades into the pause menu. Sorry, not pause menu, I mean the file select menu. Yeah, not a whole lot left to say about the race, though. You will never forgive me for that wrong information. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about that, except, you know, something skill issue on my part, I guess. It's just way too easy to just say the wrong things sometimes, you know? Yeah, the very rare channel owner self-ban. I mean, I guess I could just, you know, log into the BanjoRace account and then time myself out. Or permanently ban myself. So you can win the precision. Precision. Yeah, Azmi's bankrupting a lot of us. Well, I mean, I have 545 points. Although this is just a classic thing for me. I don't know if it's a me, but for some reason, every time I bet channel points on any prediction for who wins a race, it doesn't matter what tournament it's for or who it is, that person always ends up losing. So maybe this is just my fault. Yeah. I mean, that's just how it always be, right? I've said that in multiple races now. It feels good to cheer for the underdog, right? Just because it's the story is old as time, right? Yeah. I mean, I like it when it's even, because that means, you know, people are winning a lot of channel points. If you're one of those people who sees that, you know, 30k channel points are towards one and the other one has like 6, you'll bet like 100, so that way you win like everything, right? So yeah, we'll definitely be watching for anything for the end of Azmi's fight anyway, because like I said, Azmi, you know, splits before entering the fight, so we're minus 13.6, and with running up against a gold Hagwon here, which is a 704.21, which is actually a pretty spicy Hagwon. So, Azmi stands to lose more time than save on this split for sure, but you only voted for Azmi because no one else did at that point. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I mean, I don't think anything will ever beat the one prediction war that happened like years ago during some bingo tournament. People went ham on one of them. But people were also egging on other people in the chat, and it was gambling chaos for sure. Yeah, I have no biases either. I just want to see some good Tooie. Not even a good race, just like good Tooie. I mean, it's good if it's a good race, because people love good races. But good Banjo-Tooie is always a treat to see. Same with good Banjo-Kazooie. I hope we see a lot of that with the BK League starting up in January. The league races probably won't be happening on the channel, but I'll see what Pixel wants to do about that. Could be like the, you know, any other sort of tournament season. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? We still live? Okay. I think we still good. I don't know if anything happened on your guys' end. Okay. Okay, all of a sudden both of my streams froze and I was like it's like, oh my god, is my internet going down? But it looks like my OBS never dropped, so gameplay is lagging. Got a nice slideshow. Let me see. Okay, it looks like it's fixed now. Yeah, okay, I'm looking on my dashboard, it looks fixed. Alright, Azmi gonna finish, and finishes, bam, with a 43.27. GG's for Azmi. Let's go ahead and pull him in. Alright, GG's, Azmi.
GG.
Congratulations on your PB.
Yeah, sure.
40,
Yeah, tied alpha, nice.
43.27, very nice. Snoopy's just blowing up the second battery.
Okay.
Yeah, there was definitely, Snoopy's definitely having the kind of run that you had in the first race. You know, minus the,
Yeah.
bringing it back kind of thing. But, yeah. Alright, 40 health down to 30. I'll make the post-race shit, quick so you can go to sleep. How late are we up past your bedtime?
Like 40 minutes.
40 minutes? Oh, yikes. Alright, well, hopefully you're not going to be too sleepy in the morning.
We'll see, we'll see.
No, that was me earlier in the day, Nympheus. I gotta watch WWE Raw after this with a friend. Because I'm a wrestling guy. Alright, Snoopy finishing up. GG's, 4502. Alright, GG's.
Hello.
Sorta GG's. You at least had a good Hag 1 in this
Finally
in this
had a
race.
Hag one that didn't fall apart completely.
Yeah.
Wasn't
yeah,
perfect, but it was alright.
Yeah.
I guess, you know what? If I hadn't gotten a gold yesterday in my Hag one, then this would have been a gold, actually, so I'll take that.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate happenings in this race for you, Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little happenings. The treble clef was
Which
just
was
the
a...
empty
Oh yeah, the
treble
treble clef. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, missing the treble clef.
Third try code.
Yeah, to Azmi's first try code.
I got like third, then second, then third again
Yeah,
today.
that's what I think Azmi got. Didn't you get second?
Second, first.
Oh, you got
With the
second,
second
first,
try,
first.
I
Yeah.
had to pill, so.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, Snoopy got all of the bonks in this race too. Like it was like I said, it was like in the first race Azmi got a bunch and Snoopy got none, and then the second race you guys kind of evened it out, and then in the third race Snoopy got them all. So
Didn't I get one? I thought I got one bonk.
I don't remember if you bonked. Maybe you bonked on. Did you bonk on grip grab?
I think I bonked in GGM. I think.
I don't remember. I don't remember if you bonked in GGM.
This was also the end of my, like, being good at puzzles.
Yeah.
It just fell apart.
I mean, your first
completely.
couple puzzles were okay, but yeah.
I lost 10 seconds to Witchy World puzzle.
Yeah,
I got 73.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that 7. Yeah, it was pretty bad. We saw Snopey type a sad face in chat, and it was like I couldn't tell where you were at that point, right? And
The
so
sad face was just a general feeling that
Yeah.
was like a after third try code, and then
Yeah.
it, I guess, foreshadowed what was to
yeah,
come.
I thought you typed that after your puzzle, and I was like, was I really that delayed on your guys'
No.
stream? But I
No,
definitely
I
wasn't.
was just already sad. I was sad because I was 17 seconds ahead of my PB finishing GGM1.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Yeah.
yeah, I got out of GGM with a 9:58, which is
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
pretty dang good for me.
Yeah, sub 10 GGM is pretty good, no matter
Mhm.
what. Azmi got first try shot to the fire egg switch in
That was like first time in like years.
plateau. That was crazy.
Holy.
Well, in the second race, I don't know how your first egg didn't hit, but that third
Oh,
egg did
no.
hit because,
Yeah,
like,
that was weird.
the first one you shot way too far to the left, and I thought the hitbox was just gonna hit it anyway because the fire eggs be doing that sometimes. But then it was just, it didn't work. And then the second shot, you did the same thing. And then the third shot, I thought you were going to do the same thing again. And then it just
Oh, no.
worked. So
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I
Is
do
it
have I do have one other question for you, Azmi. So
Mm-hmm.
when you do the jumps under the prospector notes, why do you never flap to that first ledge?
Oh, I just like don't trust myself because I haven't played in like a couple months.
Oh,
And I
okay.
timed it before. It only loses like 0.2, 0.3 seconds to not do
Okay.
it.
Yeah, your jumps in all of the runs were pretty beautiful, except for this race where you kind of flapped off, I think.
No, that was last race. This race was fine.
Oh, that was the last race. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, all of your jumps looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
And Snopey, your
Yeah.
jumps were good too, but Azmi did the lagless like camera facing the back kind of thing.
Yeah, no, my camera was was something. Both second and third race, my camera got like stuck behind the rocks, and I was like, oh god, when do I flap?
Yeah, which one of you this race got the ground bill drill on the rock outside of Mumbo's
Oh,
hut?
that was me.
That was you,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, no, not in MT.
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
the MT. I've never seen anyone do that with the MT rock.
It was so like
Yeah.
not even close to on it. I was prepared
Yeah.
to have to do it again, and I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, if you slide down boulders, you can bill drill on
Yeah.
the ground.
If the timing is right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what causes it, but I gave my description of it in this race. If you go back and watch the VOD.
I'll have to look.
Yeah.
I made up for my so GGM early, the second race, I think I got like, it felt like 10th try or something. It was bad.
Yeah.
But this race I got another first try, so
Yeah.
I was okay with that.
This race, you guys had about the same GGM earlies as you had in the first race. Like Snopey, you got
I had
in right
like-
away, and then Azmi had to jump 2 or 3 times in order to get in.
I don't know why I suck at that now. I also got like a 202 green potion, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, what happened with that anyway? Because I was looking at something
Oh, I
Snopey
think
was doing.
I forgot when you're supposed to like poop the egg and shoot the.
Oh, okay. So you
So I
did it
just
too
was
late,
so-
or?
So the potion broke on my shot, so I
Oh,
just jumped
Yeah.
in and
yeah.
hit him.
Okay.
I hate that.
Yeah. I used
Yeah,
to
I should've-
always shoot more than 1 egg, so I would shoot 2 eggs instead of 1, and then that kind of fixes that. But then you don't really get.
I know.
to-
I just like every time I stop playing for a while, I just forget the cue because there's a very specific cue to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it.
I mean, I just get out of the way and go. But if you stand in the right spot, then it kind of works. But either way.
Yeah.
All right. Either way,
GG.
GG's. Azmi, you'll be moving on to the winner semifinals. So
boy.
you'll be racing the winner of me versus the winner of Dingo versus Duck. So when they
Imagine-
finally schedule their race, you know, we'll move on. And Snopey, you'll be moving down into the losers bracket where you will be racing Dango v Starfish. So-
Nice.
I guess it'll be like another month before I play again.
I was
Well-
gonna say I wanted to win so I didn't have to schedule again right away.
That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to
Well,
do
it's schedule, but I mean, you got lots of time before losers has to move forward
I guess
because
that's true.
because Candy Boots, the winner of you versus Dango, if you were to win, you will be racing the winner of whoever loses between me and Dingo Duck versus Candy Boots. So you can wait to schedule your race
Yeah.
if you don't want to schedule right away.
It's
but
gonna
don't,
be a moment.
But don't wait
Yeah.
too long. If you
No, I
haven't
won't.
scheduled before, I guess I can say when me and that winner schedule our race, then get on it.
Do it then at least, yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
thanks for watching this entertaining race, y'alls. There'll be another one happening tomorrow. That'll be
Oh yeah, true. Same time. Right?
Xernicus versus Thunderstorm, and that'll be the same. Oh yeah, we need to redeem points. We had a prediction going
Nice.
on who would win, and
Can't believe everyone doubted me.
I actually voted in it. So
Huh?
Snopey, you'll have to end the prediction if you would.
Oh yeah, true. If I know how to do that.
You just slash prediction in
Yeah,
chat.
slash prediction.
Yeah, unfortunately I bet 20k channel points on you, and you let me down. So
What do I type? Just Azmi?
just slash prediction, and then when the window pops up, just
Oh, okay.
yeah.
You can tell I've never done a prediction before. Alright, Azmi was the winner. To the person who bet on Azmi go the
You have to
spoils.
select that I won.
Yeah, that's. See, I said that earlier. I said, "Oh man, I really shouldn't have voted in this because now if Azmi ends up winning, then Snopey will have to select Azmi as the winner on the prediction. It's gonna feel really bad. So yeah, congrats to whoever won
Everyone's
points.
faith in me and my ability to betray it.
Yeah. All right, everyone. I'm cutting stream. I'll see you tomorrow, 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 Eastern. Bye.
Alright.